everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Area 51. Welcome back to the statue side. It's been a little while since we've done a statue, and I'm kind of cutting back on the statues a little bit because I am focusing more on the larger quarter scale stuff this year. Plus I have 5 fairly expensive POs coming in, and I'm running out of room. But when you run into something like this, and they had a 20% off sale at my LCS, you kind of got to move on it. And of course, this is Hulkbuster Mark II, Ironman Mark II from the Avengers Infinity War. And I do not have a Hulkbuster, and I've looked at this guy for a while, but I just thought he was a little overpriced. But when they took the 20% off and whatnot, I thought, you know, hey, maybe I should jump on it. And of course, it is a Gallery Diamond Select, comes in your typical 4-window box. You have the 2 sides, the front and the top. And of course, on the back, it gives you a little bit of a blurb of who this is. Hulkbuster Ironman Mark II, designed by Joe Allard and sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios. I have to be honest with you, I don't really care for the Gentle Giant Studios sculpting or sculptor or whoever it is. I prefer guys like Gene St. Jean and Alterton and Caesar and those guys. The Gentle Giant ones just don't seem to have it for me, but that's okay. This is a good looking guy, and he does have some wear on him and stuff like that. So we're going to get him out of the box so you guys can have a closer look, and then we'll do what we usually do. We'll talk about him a little bit. We'll get some pictures, and yeah, we'll see what he looks like. Put him with some other Diamond Gallery Select, see how he looks there as well. So let's get this guy out of the box. There he is. There is the Mark II, the Ironman Mark II Hulkbuster from Infinity War. And of course, the very first Hulkbuster was Avengers, I believe. Was the first Hulkbuster we saw, and he has a commanding performance. He is a very cool character, and for those of you who do not know, Iron Man is actually perched inside. This was designed to fight the Hulk in case he went a little cuckoo and had some issues. So here he is here. The pose I like. You know, he's kind of, I guess, a museum pose. He's kind of posing for us here. But everything is done very well. There's very light weathering on him. Not too much, so basically he hasn't seen a lot of action. Just a tiny little bit here and there. Very nicely designed, very commanding. It gets your attention right away. It's just something about Hulkbuster that is very iconic. He just looks absolutely amazing. And again, this is a Gallery Diamond Select. I love the red that they've picked. There doesn't seem to be any overspray or anything like that, or any kind of problems with my version of it. But again, this is an older statue. I do believe this came out last year. I do believe it was last year, 2019. But I kind of put it off. I just really wasn't up my alley, but I kind of figured maybe I should move in on this. The base is trash. What a horrible base. Again, I'm assuming they're deciding that you're really going to focus on the statue. It is a very bargain basement base that just, you know, it's got terrible rubber plants, and it's plastic. It does not look good at all. I think at some point in time with some of these bases, I am going to remove these statues from their bases and make my own, because this base is just trash. There's no other way of putting it. It's a shame to take such a nice statue and put it on such a crappy base. This is almost the same league as the Ant-Man and Wasp bases. This is hard plastic, but it's just done terribly. Not very good at all. I'm assuming this represents him being in Wakanda, just the base, but it looks terrible. But anyways, not a big deal. What we're going to do is we are going to pop you guys in for a closer look, and we can have a closer look at this guy and see what he's all about. So let's do that. Man Mark II with the classic, I guess they're calling this, the classic Iron Man. And this came out about, the classic Iron Man came out about 3 or 4 years ago. Now scale, I think it's right, they're both Diamond Gallery Select, so these are these 6th scale? No, these are not 6th scale, I can't remember what these are, 8th scale or something. But anyways, physically, I think these are close to being right. I mean, I could conceivably see that Iron Man going into that Hulkbuster, opening him up and him going in. So kind of looks neat. Looks like he's maybe jumping out. I guess if I had him here, he would look like he's jumping out of the Hulkbuster sort of thing. But they look good together. Colors are nice, and so I think they do translate well together. Very nice. Really sweet. And here we have the Kotobukiya Hulk that came out about 5-6 years ago. And he is kind of moving in on the Hulkbuster, the Mark II. Now, if Hulkbuster was not on that base, I think these two scale out just perfectly. I think they absolutely scale out perfectly. I think this would be a nice diorama. And I might actually end up going in that direction, is pulling the Hulkbuster off of his base and making my own Wakanda base or something else like that. But this would be more like Avengers. Of course, this Hulkbuster wouldn't fit that line, but it would look pretty cool. So maybe that's a project in the future. But I think they scale up pretty good. Let me know what you think. I think this is about the right size. I think the Hulkbuster is just a shade bigger than Hulk from what I remember seeing in the movie. But looks pretty darn cool. So there's a nice shot that I thought I would give you guys. Give you the shot of pretty much all my Iron Men and women. Of course, we have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive on the left, which is the unmasked Riri Williams, which is Ironheart, and then on the far right is her masked version. These came out about 2 or 3 years ago, and of course we have the classic Iron Man in the front that came out a couple years ago, and then about a year ago came the Mark II Hulkbuster. I think they all look good together. I love all of that red and gold and red and gold and red and gold. Looks awesome. Just a really nice look. I think it looks amazing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Now I'm going to place these guys and get them all put somewhere so you can have a closer look. So let's get that. There they are in the Detolf on the bottom shelf. You can see all 4 of them in there, and the Mark II is in the back behind the classic Iron Man. He's kind of getting blocked a little bit, but that's kind of the way it goes. I'm getting a little stressed for space here, so that'll be the last Iron Man that I put in there. So really happy to have found this Mark II at a sale price. That's pretty much the only way I would have picked them up. I love the Hulkbuster, but I'm not a massive fan of it. And again, it is a Gallery Diamond Select, and this is sculpted by Gentle Giant crew. So yeah, it's nice. I like it. I think this is a nice shelf, but this shelf is not finished. This is my iron shelf, and it's done. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the Mark II, whether the Hulkbuster is one of your characters that you enjoy or you don't enjoy. But leave me a comment. And Area 51, Home of the Superheroes. We'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
The sun blazed so brightly up in the summer sky. I shouted at the